Calling PG, hey, calling PG. When's PG back? Can PG come back? Prime PG, ready to rock it. Game one, you know, playoffs here, Western Conference, fourth, five seed. There's only one game in between these teams, yeah. And can the can the Clippers cause an upset here of the Suns after you guys swung the KD trade? And you know what? I'm gonna be realistic and I'm gonna say no. You're gonna smile behind your hand there and go, the Suns have the star power. They're gonna stay healthy at least for the first round. Yeah, fingers crossed, yeah. Okay. It's a big blow again. We covered earlier that when teams aren't healthy, for the playoffs, and it's just that poor timing, tweak your ankle, get an injury a week or two before the playoffs start, and Kawhi sort of bounce back into form, but the rest of the sort of the Clippers bench is just shaky, and roster just looks shaky in general. Some of the little trades they made hasn't really upgraded their depth. I think giving away Kennard, I think to the Grizzlies didn't really help their cause there. Um, so look, I'm gonna say here, Suns in five, man. Suns in five.
Ooh, okay, all right. Um, thank you. Thank you very much. Um, I guess I'll unpack it a little bit more. So the Paul George hyperextension did not look good. Very reminiscent of what happened to Giannis all the way back in the finals. But Giannis is obviously a true Greek freak because he came back, in a week. But you do wonder if it's the moment, right? Of this is a finals, I can play in this, drug me up, strap me up, whatever it is, and I'll be fine. Whereas this is the first round and they are going up against a bit of an offensive juggernaut now. So Devin Booker and KD both technically averaging 30 points as teammates. That's going to be something to deal with. Chris Paul clearly demonstrated, in brief moments that if he is left alone because the other two are on the floor, he's also going to do something, but he's also going to set you up. Ayton is going to do what he's doing. I'm very much in love with what the Suns can offer here. The Clippers could pose some problems. They've got Zubac and Plumlee ready to go against Ayton, and Ayton could be taken out of the series, which, if that happened, isn't as big of a deal this year as it has been in the past. Obviously, you've got some wing defenders to spare, Batum, Norman Powell, etc., even Kawhi. The problem is you have two players, you need to be putting those players on. So it'll be interesting to see what they do from a lineup standpoint. But there's one name that I need to mention that gives me all the confidence in the world that we're going to be perfectly fine, and that's Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is going to have something to prove against KD, and he is going to just ruin a game. There is going to be a game the Clippers could totally win, and he is going to just get it in his head that this is my chance to get KD back, and I'm going to drop 50 on them, and he's going to take 30 shots, and he's going to make like five or six of them. He is going to shoot them out of a game. He's going to bad decision them out of a game.
Nick,
It is
Nick, you
going to
gotta you,
happen.
you gotta let it go. I know our very first podcast ever, you said Russell Westbrook was a winner, and it hasn't really panned out that way.
That's aged. It's aged poorly. It's aged poorly. It is a
So,
bad. It's a bad take.
look. So how many games?
I actually gave them six. I feel like, you do have to acknowledge that Kawhi Leonard is a bit of a force, and Phoenix, as good as they look, are new to this, and they could be on the road. I really feel like they'll take the first two games, go to game three, they'll drop game three because they get there and
Phoenix,
I don't know.
Phoenix are new to this. Didn't you guys go to the finals a few years ago, and KD's a
This
two-time Finals
squad,
MVP? What are
this
you?
squad this squad. No, because they're going to have hiccups like that. In a seven-game series, they're going to blow a game. They're going to have a small, KD has had a shooting slump. Devin Booker has clearly demonstrated the ability to have a shooting slump. If one of those two guys are off, it's a close game. Perhaps Kawhi puts it away. I can see that occurring, but I feel very confident that the Suns should be able to cruise through to the next round. And if we were projecting forward to future rounds, I would continue that optimism all the way to the finals because, oh my God, we're going to make the finals again.
Yo, this is Two Guys with Spare Time. I'm Faz, this is Nick. You're probably a basketball fan like us, so hopefully you can throw us an assist and giving our video a like and subscribing to our channel.
And if you got thoughts, feelings, or even some suggestions, please put them down in the comment section below. And thank you for using your spare time to watch us in our spare time.